now, and I'm going to turn it over to the students. And we have a couple of video recorded questions, and then we have
Chase Griffin, UCLA football redshirt freshman quarterback, undergraduate public affairs major. You grew up around UCLA's campus during the great reign of John Wooden, when he was leading UCLA to 10 championships. What is your most impactful memory about the UCLA community during that time?
So that's a good question. Having grown up there, maybe my most impactful memory is I remember my first game at Pauley Pavilion, and UCLA was number 1 in the country, and Maryland was number 2 in the country. And it would have been, I want to say, 1972. So I was 6, 7 years old, and UCLA wins the game by 1 point. The place is electric. Every seat is sold, and incredible game. There's all these All-American players on the court. And I'm thinking, that was amazing. And my dad and I were walking outside of Pauley Pavilion, and all the fans next to us are talking about what's wrong with the team. And they're complaining about UCLA. I can't believe we did this and we did that, and we only won by 1 point. And finally I stopped and I said, Dad, we won. And he said, and my dad had to say, well, I'm gonna have to teach you about context. But they've won the national championship for 7 years in a row, so the fans are not just interested in winning; they're interested in how they win and how dominant they look. But I tell that story with just as a reminder of how insane that stretch was for UCLA. 10 championships in 12 years, and John Wood. All of them. I used to go to his camp in the summer when I got a little bit older out in Thousand Oaks. I went, I think, 3 times to his camp and, learned about the Pyramid of Success, which I know is everywhere in the athletic department. I have his photo hanging on my wall at my office in San Francisco. He's one of the people I really admire and look up to as much as anybody in the not only in the basketball world, but just in terms of people who have impacted me in the way I try to coach.